Greetings, everyone. How are we all feeling out there? Let's cleanse this space energetically with a singing bowl as usual. And we have the $2 note going in there representing uncommon abundance in our lives. As we ring the singing bowl, we're simultaneously giving gratitude towards and inviting more of that uncommon abundance into our lives. I invite you now to take 3 deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth, focusing on the intent of today's divinely guided rune reading of Mercury in Virgo on the 9th of this month. If you want more astrological information, please check the description box below. Don't force those breaths in and out, nice and natural. Beautiful. All right, we are using the wood rune set today. If you would like to purchase a rune set of your own, you can visit the store at youressentialpractice.com. Okay, first off, we have Anzus. This is that rune of communication. This is that antenna rune, divine downloads. You've been getting a lot of maybe prophetic dream work, enlightened visions, going on spiritual journeys even, maybe aided with some sort of plant-based medicine, okay? So this is coming from your energetic past. You've been receiving some very awesome divine downloads. You've been really tuning into divine and being in your disciplines as far as that goes, and that's to be celebrated. All right, let's move on to this next rune here. Beautiful. Look at that. This is Gibo, the rune of gifts. This is an irreversible rune. Any way you turn it, it's still that X shape, right? So this is indicative of divine partnerships and spiritual gifts. So developing your spiritual gifts, learning new skills, also adopting new partnerships, whatever the case may be. May it be like a new contract you're entering into. This Mercury in Virgo is very meticulous in nature, so maybe a good time to enter into a contract. Also divine partnerships, right? So developing divine partnerships, that could mean your connection here with divine, with Anzus here in your near past. So strengthening that divine partnership. Or this could be your divine counterpart, like your divine masculine or feminine energy counterpart. All right, so moving forward into the near future here, look at that, Kinaz. This is the torch bearer. This is not really the hermit, but this is that lantern. You can see this as that ray of light as it moves out from that torch, right? So this is lighting the path. As we work to light the path for others, so too do we light the path for ourselves. This is calling us to really take a dose of our own medicine, practice what we preach, right? The advice we give to others is really the advice we should be heeding ourselves, because what we see in others is a reflection of ourselves. Therefore, any advice we give, we also need to be receiving here. So as we are doing this, Kinaz loves it when we are leading by example. So be that person you want to see. Be that person you want to meet in the street. Be that person that you want to become in the future. Act as if. That's Manifestation 101, right? So action taken for the best outcome. This is B for beginnings, B for birth. Beautiful. This is like that Empress energy. This is really creating, or High Priestess energy. This is a lot of manifestation work. So this trailblazing energy in your near future could be illuminating the path to beautiful new beginnings here for you, and really lighting that way forward as we move along here in this Mercury in Virgo transit. This is going to be like that laser sharp focus where you feel like you have that confidence and those skills in place, where you know the steps to take in order to have this new beginning, whatever that case may be. Is if it's a new job for you, congratulations. That new spouse or that divine partnership, developing new spiritual gifts, congratulations to you as well. Thoughts, feelings, and emotions on this are on this metamorphosis phase that we're in. So this is that Dagaz rune. This is that rune of clarity, the aha moment. So this, whatever revelation this is, or what we're turning into, right? Dagaz has us really see how it looks like a butterfly. This is coming out of the cocoon. This is having us thinking about the changes that we're going through, right? So this birthing process is us kind of coming out of that cocoon. This is really beautiful work. This is also that hourglass tipped on its side. It's like that moment outside of time where you're viewing yourself as the ultimate observer, and you have that universal type of claircognizance where that's just that divine knowing. As we're leading by example, we're illuminating this. So these are both very powerful fire runes, very potent manifestation type energy moving into this. And this beautiful birch here, right in the middle, is fueling the fire in between here. So in between Kinas and Dagas here, we have this beautiful nurturing energy, this familial type nurturing energy, like a mother's love. Being given to this, and really respecting this process here as this revelation unfolds in your life. You're really adopting a new aspect of yourself here moving forward. You're no longer the person you were, and no longer are you obligated to be, rather, the same person you were 5 minutes ago, for that matter. Okay, what do we risk to lose here? We have Othala. This is that rune of foundations, inheritance, legacy, right? So this is that foundation we get to leave behind. With these beginnings, if we're not leading by example and we are full of that ego and lighting our own path instead, yeah, we risk burning down our own foundations. And seeing that this foundation work is directly across from Gibo here, Othala right across from Gibo. This is indicative of that partnership. That foundation and the partnership is that beautiful beginning for you. And you do risk losing that if this is not done in healthy ways. So make sure that you're reaching the closure that you need to reach here in this metamorphosis phase, this moment outside of time, this clarity that you get, this aha or epiphany, or maybe this prophetic dream work that you're carrying in from your past energies that might illuminate something here for you here and lead to a new beginning for you, like a dawning light. If you've been searching for your path forward here recently, this Mercury and Virgo energy is very driven. So Mercury is exalted in the sign of Virgo. Okay, so our possible outcome here is this rune Navis. So I like to say now this because it sounds so similar, and it's kind of like that. It's indicative of our needs, constraints, limitations, right? We're going down this path, and then now there's this log going across the path before we can continue. So these are needs and constraints and limitations that need to be addressed. So what this is in that possible outcome position is that beautiful beginning and having your needs, your spiritual needs, your mental needs, your emotional needs, your healthy needs met. With these needs being directly across from the divine downloads rune, leading to these new beginnings. I really do believe this is a new spiritual beginning for you, and you're really healing a lot of that work. Now that coming out of that Leo season, we had a lot of healing the inner child work, where a lot of us have really overcome a lot of major obstacles in our lives. So as we heal, we can show others how we heal, right? With this Kinas rune. And as we're doing that, we're also, as we practice what we preach, we're simultaneously addressing needs. So that just kind of falls into place naturally in the outcome position there. So when we're doing this beautiful beginning in these divinely guided, very clear, this is very so this Anzus and Dagas being in this rune reading, very mentally sharp, very clear picture moving forward and having your needs met and addressed. So this is beautiful work moving forward, everybody. Let's go ahead and get a card for clarity from the Soul's Journey Oracle deck. These are messages straight from Source, straight from Divine, directly from Spirit, straight to your soul. Now, Divine, please show us clearly what message of clarity do you have for us today for this divinely guided rune reading of Mercury and Virgo starting September 9th. Mercury and Virgo, September 9th. Please show us clearly what message of clarity do you have for us today. Divine, please show me clearly what message of clarity do you have for us today. There we go. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Divine. Let's see what we have here. Worry. This says, I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. Let's read some more about this card, right? So worrying about what we need to fix, what we need to do, what step is next. That worrying will fall off naturally while we just let it unfold with this very clear mental clarity moving forward with this Mercury and Virgo, okay? A lot of this healing work is leading to a lot of closure for you, so you can release a lot of that worry. Okay, so looking up that worry card, we're going to continue reading about it. Again, it says, I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. Worry is a wasted emotion. It does nothing other than give you the illusion of control. When you expend too much energy worrying, it limits you and it has adverse effects on your natural energy and that energy of your soul. Worrying destroys the hope, faith, and excitement that are wonderful elements of this schoolroom called Earth. Remember that you are what you think, and that you have the power to create positive thoughts, which beget positive outcomes. Worry is a negative emotion and sets you up for a negative result. What unnecessary worries are you carrying around with you right now? Examine them objectively in the light of love, right? Everybody, that great love filter, remember? Help your soul by releasing them and be fully connected to the current moment, which is where your power resides. Yeah, that's what you can control, is the now. Spirit wants you to be in the now. If you're looking for a yes or no answer for your rune reading today, the answer is yes. All right, so let's get a message of clarity from the fairies today. The fairies are divinely guided beings who love to assist us in our journeys. So fairies, please show us clearly what message of clarity do you have for us today for today's divinely guided rune reading of Mercury and Virgo. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Look at that, 2 purple cards. So purple, again, making its way into our rune reading. So whatever the color purple means to you, or maybe you need to surround yourself with that purple color, or maybe your divinely guided message will come in the color purple here very soon for you. This is the card of spiritual teacher. This says your life purpose involves healing others and about healing this card says your life purpose involves teaching others about healing and spirituality. Let's read more about this card. Spiritual teacher, beautiful. So yeah, that beautiful spiritual work that I referred to earlier. As your spiritual teacher dosing out this medicine, right, leading by example, you help encourage your own metamorphosis and you address your own needs naturally. Whatever doesn't resonate falls off, and you can release that worry because, again, everything that does not resonate with your highest path as this spiritual teacher, right, will fall off naturally, okay? All right, as a reminder, this card says that your life purpose involves teaching others about healing and spirituality. You drew this card because you've asked about your life purpose and career direction. This card indicates that you're a born teacher who gives advice and information to strangers, friends, and family members. Your natural counseling and teaching abilities will serve you well in a professional way. You may start out on a part-time basis and build up to a full-time career. If you need additional skill training, your inner guidance will direct you. And I think it already has here, y'all, with that Gibo, that gifts rune, kind of lighting, getting you ready to light your path forward here. All right. Again, if you need that additional skill training, your inner guidance will direct you. Ask the fairies to help you with this training, including paying for it, and they'll open the doors for you in many ways. Additional meanings for this card are to investigate a career as a counselor or a psychologist, or write articles or books and submit them to publishers, or a message about a spiritual teacher validates your intuition, or simply give a workshop. And finally, start charging money for your counseling or healing sessions. Yeah, this might be the sign to do that, to move forward and start accepting that fair energy exchange of that currency. All right, now let's get a chakra token for carrying on today's divinely guided rune reading message. Okay, we have the root chakra again here. So that is 396 hertz solfeggio frequency, and that's the color red. The root chakra is the first chakra, and it's located at the base of the spine. This chakra is associated with survival, safety, and security. Someone with a blocked root chakra would typically be fearful or anxious. Listening to the 396 hertz solfeggio frequency will help to stimulate the part of the subconscious brain that is associated with this blockage and help to unearth negative belief systems like worry and feelings residing deep in the subconscious mind. When your root chakra is unblocked, you should feel secure, connected to your body, and grounded. Beautiful stuff, everyone. All right, again, that's 396 hertz. The mantra is LAM, L-A-M. And here is the mudra. We're starting off in the prayer position, and we're linking the thumb and forefingers like a chain. All right, and then we're making the top of the steeple with our middle fingers, and we're tucking in the ring finger and the pinky finger. Closing down the palms, we point this down toward our root chakra, repeating the mantra LAM, listening to 396 hertz solfeggio frequency, and envisioning that beautiful red energy starting from our foundation at the base of our spine and emanating throughout our whole entire body. What a great rune reading, everyone. I've been Eric Paulson with Your Essential Practice. So if you'd like a rune reading from me personally, please contact me at youressentialpractice@gmail.com. That mantra, again, is LAM, L-A-M. That's 396 hertz solfeggio frequency. And the mudra is the thumb and forefinger being linked like a chain, and then the middle finger is making a point, and then we're tucking in the pinky and the ring finger, and then closing our palms, and just resting this in our laps while we close our eyes and we meditate with LAM. We're mentioning LAM, right, in the mantra. We're listening to the 396 hertz solfeggio frequency, and we're envisioning that beautiful red color pouring through our whole body. Namaste. Have a blessed and abundant day.